Welcome back, guys. This is the True Racer Report, and this weekend was definitely not as busy as last, but we still had MotoGP hooking and jabbing at Circuit of the Americas, and we're going to take a look back at V8 Supercars from last weekend, because I think I'm going to start covering that series, because one, it's just incredibly awesome racing, and two, because they offer me a platform to which I can watch their stuff legally, and even though I got to pay a little fee, I'm completely fine with that. So just as a thank you for offering me internet people a way to buy. So we're going to start covering some V8 Supercars and all the drama that unfolded last weekend, which we'll jump into a little bit later. But for now, first off, let's take a look at MotoGP at Circuit of the Americas. MotoGP was at, I guess you could say, the American home track of Circuit of the Americas. Marc Marquez set the pole time, and he more or less ran away with it. He just took off like a rocket, and there was a lot of drama behind him with Danny Pedrosa taking out Dovisioso. I'm getting better at it. And it's just unfortunate because that's the second week in a row that Dovisioso has been taken out by something not even his fault. So he's definitely fallen back in the championship. Hopefully he can bring it back. The Ducatis look good, although I was expecting a little bit more out of the Ducatis this race, since there's a couple of really long straightaways here at COTA, but it is what it is. Rossi also wrecked himself out on turn 2, just lost the front end, and whoop, there you go. And also Bradley Smith and Crutchlow also wrecked out as well. So there was definitely a lot of jostling positions up in the higher tier of things, and Marc Marquez just walked away with it. But it was definitely a fun race to watch, and well, that was the MotoGP drama for the weekend. Their next race is at Jerez in 2 weeks' time, so we'll be looking forward to that, and hopefully Rossi and the Ducatis can start doing something against Marquez, and he doesn't just run away with this season's championship thus far. Now for the V8 Supercars. I know it's a little bit of a late news, but I just caught up with all the action because I got the Super Pass, so I was watching racing today. But so last weekend they had their races 4 and 5 because they do more than one races in a weekend, and it was definitely some good fun racing, and definitely I forgot how much I enjoyed watching V8 Supercars. It's definitely always a blast to watch, and it's only $30 if you're in the U.S. to watch the entire season uninterrupted. So I would definitely recommend checking them out if you haven't already. But nevertheless, first race goes to Shane Van Gisbergen. He took the win in race 1 and got the 500th win for Holden. So definitely a great accomplishment in motorsports for them. But it was their second race where things started really heating up, and the drama started to unfold. It was Shane was winning with Win-Cup in second with 4 laps to go, but one of the cars blew their motor going into one of the high-speed hairpins, not high-speed hairpins, but the high speeds into one of the hairpins, one of the toughest braking points of the track, and he spilled his oil everywhere, on more or less on the outside of the track, but nevertheless into the very, very high to low speed braking point, and it caught Win-Cup and Shane Van Gisbergen off guard, and both of them went off into the gravel patch and got beached. Which inherently put Davison in the lead, and he was able to bring home the win. My little situation here is, though, there was no safety car for this situation, and it seemed incredibly sketchy, to say the least, because they're over 150 miles an hour, going down to like 40 miles an hour, and there's oil on the track with 4 laps to go, and these guys are all racing hard for position, and then there's 3 cars in the sand trap about 20 feet off the line. Now, as you can see here, this guy had a brake failure about 5 laps before this happened. So if this would have happened after the incident, we're not talking about bent fenders and damaged cars. We're talking about serious life-threatening injuries and massive explosions. So I don't know why they didn't throw a full course caution. I know they would have had to end on the caution, but it seems very, very unsafe that they did not, and that they let these guys race it out to the finish. I mean, I guess it was for the fans, but it seemed very dangerous in my opinion. I don't know. Like, let me know what you guys think. Is this just normal Australian motorsports for you, or do you think they should have definitely had erred a bit more on the caution side here? It was definitely a bit sketchy in my opinion. But nevertheless, guys, that's going to cover it for this weekend. Not much motorsports, but next weekend we're kicking things back off again with the Long Beach Grand Prix. IMSA's back on track, and Formula One. So definitely stay tuned for next week. Also, I'll be going to the Long Beach Grand Prix, so if anybody's out there, follow me on Twitter, as you can see over here, something over here. And I'll be tweeting out where I'll be at, so hopefully I can meet some of you guys. But nevertheless, guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, stay true and race on.